This is the overview of my code for this project. So we first start off with an array used to look up the Morse code values for each of the letters. Um, and then during the conversion to Morse code, we iterate over the input string, check if the character is not a letter or a number, and then we skip it. If it's a lowercase number, we normalize it to the uppercase number by subtracting 32, since ASCII capital A is 65, ASCII lowercase a is 97. The difference between those two is 32. Um, and then if and then to properly index into this lookup array, we also subtract 22 from all the numbers, so that way they start at the 26th index of the array. And then at the end we normalize by 65, so that way capital A is the 0th index of the lookup array. So then we concatenate to our result string the Morse code representation of the character as ASCII, and then return the result. The setup for this just sets up the 3 LEDs, the serial monitor, as well as writes all the values to low. And then during the loop, we wait until there's a user input. And then read the string in, convert it to Morse code, and then for the result that's converted to Morse code, if it's a dash, we set the dash to high, and then if it's a dot, we set the dot to low, and then we set some delays. That way, there's some set a delay between shutting it off, which is this clear, in order to distinguish between if there's two dots in a row and then two dashes in a row. And then after that, we wait for a second before we go back to the loop, and then clear all the lights. That way they're clear. And so the input goes into the serial monitor, and that's the code review.
Here's a live demonstration of my Morse code LED. So here we have my breadboard set up, and then my Arduino plugged into the breadboard. The yellow LED is the dots, and the blue LED is the dashes. We're going to do a quick test on the hello world string. And here in the serial monitor we have hello world. Then we hit run. And while this is going, we can see that in the serial console it prints out the hello world string correctly. It's still going. And to demonstrate the completeness of the Morse code implementation, we'll also do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we are, typing that in. And that's my live demonstration.